The South Fire, driven by Santa Ana winds, has now burned nearly 2,500 acres. The fast-moving fire has prompted a series of evacuations in Ventura County, and those Santa Anas are not calming down yet. We have team coverage of the fire tonight. Meteorologist Jonathan Novack will have the latest on warnings and evacuations. But we begin with Fox 11's Ed Laskos, who is live near the fire. And Ed, it is a big wind event.
Yeah, it sure is, Laura. The firefight continues this late hour. They are still using helicopters armed with their night vision to conduct water drops on the fire line itself. Let's get into it. Elliot will give you a look as a lot of the dust blows even right in front of our cameras here. There it is. This brush fire, wind-driven, lighting up the night sky here on South Mountain. You can see it's still burning along the ridge line there. Important, though, as you look at that fire line, the smoke, you can see it on the screen. It's moving upward and then slightly to the left of your screen. That's good. It means that the wind blowing up there on the ridgeline is blowing the fire line uphill away from any of the homes below. Watch. Firefight on the north side of the South Mountain after this wind-driven brush fire explodes, burning through thousands of acres and still out of control.
I'm concerned that the winds right now, they seem to be heading west, and I'm hoping they don't shift east. Because where we live, we're right at the base of the mountain where there's a lot of what I see dying fir trees. And if it comes to our area, it's going to be an inferno.
Listen to those winds, huh? Winds ripping through the fire lines with more than 30-mile-per-hour gusts, bringing an all-out response on the ground and through the air. Water-dropping helicopters, one flying after the other, and still, with an aerial assault like this, barely slowing down the spread of the flames.
We're obviously flocked over the top of South Mountain. It's burning now on the north side of South Mountain, the area of Mission Rock Road.
Evacuation orders already in place around South Mountain in the community of Somas near Santa Paula.
The fire's going both directions here in Santa Paula. The wind's going so crazy that it's making it travel.
Look at that.
The fire forcing all types of evacuations. Check this. Even some livestock on the move, heading down the mountain. A nearby county jail said to be sheltering in place. As many here just left looking up at that ridgeline, now turned fire line. But with winds gusting like this, they're looking at a scary night ahead.
Yeah, it sure is, man. So we're just hoping and praying for the best, brother.
Now you can say that again, brother. Now live, they're all talking about the winds here. Fire Command saying they're seeing a slight break in the winds. They're still blowing, but not gusting incredibly strong as they were a few hours ago up there on the fire lines itself. So everybody is talking about the numbers right now, from those wind gusts easing off a bit to the acres burned. It's approaching now just over 2,500 acres burned so far the last couple of hours. But really in all of this, when you look at that, the only number that really matters is containment. And unfortunately on this fire, there is 0% containment right now. And we are live here in Somas. Back to the west side we go.
All right, Ed, thank you so much. It can be very dangerous out there. And now we go to meteorologist Jonathan Novack with the weather. And how soon will this wind take a break?
I wish I had better news tonight. It's a really bad situation. Let me zoom in and show you the location of the fire in Ventura County in the South Mountain area right here. This is South Mountain of the Santa Susana Mountains, and you can see 2,400 plus acres have burned, 0% containment, and about 6,000 without power. Let's zoom in. This is the evacuation order, where the red box is, and it's bordered on the east side by Agan Road, the west side by La Vista Ave, the south by Los Angeles Ave, and then you can see on the north side, La Loma Ave. However, there is also an evacuation warning, and that is for the South Mission Rock Road area in Santa Paula, as well as Satacoy Country Club area as well. And the shelter address is right there, 4667 Telegraph Road. If you're in these areas, that is a place to go. And this fire, unfortunately, has conditions that will only exacerbate the problem and cause more challenges for firefighters going forward, at least for the next 12 hours. Look at this. I haven't seen this where we've seen a high wind warning just for this strip of area right there in Ventura County for such a small, narrow area, but that is what is in place. The high wind warning goes until Sunday at noon. Gusts up to 65, and I'll tell you, we are seeing that as far as the numbers are concerned tonight. We have seen 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That right there, South Mountain, that's where the fire is. 20 Santa Paula, 25 Satacoy, not far away, 42 Malibu. So the numbers are there, unfortunately, and they're going to stay up, as well as the relative humidity staying down. 13 13, 11, 15% in that area is very low for this time of night to have relative humidities that low. And the wind gusts continuing on. Look at this, Sunday at noon, and we're still looking at some somewhat significant wind gusts before things finally calm down into the afternoon tomorrow. So firefighters have their hands full tonight. As for a quick look at everybody else's weather outside of that area tomorrow, otherwise should be a pleasant one. We still have some fire danger ahead in other areas too to keep on top of, but the weather will improve by Sunday afternoon, and hopefully firefighters will have a chance to get this thing knocked down to some degree by then.